Peace, YouTube. Eddie Gerard here. Whoa. So there's a lot going on in business. How's everybody doing? How's everybody week going? Hope everybody's out there chasing your dreams. I want to talk about this whole stock market, Wall Street bets, Wall Street, Robinhood, M1. Business is the best of business is bigger than what you're doing. Like business is what you're doing plus everything around what you're doing. Some of my first clients that I was able to get were bigger organizations, whether it's nonprofits or businesses who were doing outmoded business. Like they were just, doing things because they've always done it that way. And one of the things that I come in immediately introduce teams that I work with to is there are no sacred cows. Any and everything can be sacrificed. So following all of this GameStop, stuff that's going on, there are a lot of angles that you could take. You can talk about the unfairness of, some of these stock market apps preventing people from, making money off this stock, kind of siding with Wall Street to protect some of these hedge fund people. I kind of want to look at it from a different angle, right? So Wall Street has been doing Wall Street business the same way for so long. And when Robinhood and M1 came along, we thought we got a brand new model, a brand new way to do Wall Street. So people like you and me can get in there. What we found out is Robinhood is still protecting the old way of doing things. So was Robinhood and M1 and some of these things a new face on an old way of doing business? I'm, not saying anything bad about Robinhood, but this goes back to a video I said about being sponsored or sponsoring. It's clear that Robinhood and has some obligations to, some of the big guys, right? Otherwise, it makes no sense for them to block people from, making these moves so that they can make money, right? And so when you do business, you have to understand in order to get to a certain level, you're going to need partners. And that's fine. It's necessary. But what are you going to have to give up when it matters, right? And so now Robinhood's business model is threatened because they had to answer this call. And they could say that they were trying to protect, their users, but all they had to do was really slap a warning on that thing and keep it moving. And then as far as Wall Street goes, like you can't put this, back into the can. It's open now and people now understand. More people who didn't know about this game of shorting and calling and seeing that some of these hedge funders was banking on these stocks going down and like, oh, so if we call, then we could raise that price. So I am not on either side of this thing because the every industry has rules and regulations for a reason. A lot of it is not for good reasons, but they're there for a reason. Business, as it pertains to you and me, is something like what Wall Street Bets was able to do. See an opportunity and put your money on that opportunity, right? And create a community. So that's what I really want to talk about is that he or she, them or they were able to see an opportunity by researching that the market, putting their money on that opportunity and bringing a community with them. That is what you got to keep in mind as you continue to build your business. is there an actual opportunity there? Is there an actual play for you to make? And who's coming with you? Um, and then on the flip side, you know, the reaction from this industry being unprepared for something like this, right? Like, and that is another thing about these Goliaths. They are ill prepared for David when he comes. They've won so much that they can only see it this way, and that makes them highly vulnerable to entrepreneurs, right? Because an entrepreneur is here to see what is missing or innovate something, right? So this is one of my this is my longest video by far because there is so much that I was able to learn this week about stock, about investing, about business. And I try to take everything that happens, that the news and YouTube, basically news people, anything that's reported, and I try to turn it into a business so I can understand it. I try to put it into a business uh, scenario. This is a scenario where Wall Street or the hedge fund guys were unprepared because they've been winning for so long. And a small guy like a David came along and um, took advantage of some of those weak spots. And Goliath couldn't take it. So he called in some favors, and it just looks bad. Like, it just doesn't look good. Right? In business, you're gonna win, you're gonna lose, but you should always be trying to learn. And you know, the boys at Wall Street, I hope y'all watching. It's a new way of investing coming. And it might not be Robinhood or M1 because I think they showed their hand. I think they were kind of forced to. So I don't fault them. But man, you know, um, that's a tough one. So when you're out here doing business, make sure you got partners that agree with your mission, um, and be looking for those opportunities and put your money on those opportunities and create a community of people. All right. Get out there and chase your dreams. Peace.